The Nile River people began writing around 3000 BC. Their form of writing was called hieroglyphics. Hieros meaning sacred, and glyph meaning carving. The language consisted of 600 signs and symbols. These symbols represented words, or they could be sounds. They had an alphabet that consisted of 24 signs. Also, they made 80 signs that were two consonants making compound words. The Egyptians wrote on ivory and slate tablets. The Egyptians considered their form of writing to be sacred, or of divine origin. They believed the moon god gave it to them. The Rosetta Stone was carved in 196 BC and is found in 1799 in a village called Rosetta. It was in two languages, Greek and Egyptian, allowing people to decipher the Egyptian language. The Tigris-Euphrates River Valley's people were called Sumerians. Their form of writing was called cuneiform. The Sumerians wrote on clay tablets. They had 600 signs, all consisting of wedge-shaped symbols and signs. The Sumerians made their writing tablets by outstretching wet clay and then rolling it up to make scrolls after drying it. The Sumerians believed that their writing was sacred. They believed it was a gift from the gods. It was also a very prestigious skill since it was used for economic purposes, mathematics, and recording exports and imports of trading goods.
The invention of paper rolls was in 105 AD. Almost all Chinese words consist of one syllable. To create more complex words, they put two words together, making compound words. Calligraphy was a brush used to write characters from top to bottom and left to right of a page. The main advantage of this system of writing was that people all over China could read and write the same language. Chinese used wooden scrolls and bones to keep records. Early paper was made from tree bark, hemp, and old rags. A well-educated Chinese man had to know more than 10,000 characters. Later, they developed ideograms and phonograms. Ideograms stood for an idea sign, and a phonetic stood for a sound sign. Pictographs are the minor form of hieroglyphics used by the Egyptians. Pictographs are used for communication, also a primitive form of writing, which were used by Indians, Egyptians, plus Cretans. Pictographs on a rock were called petrograms. If it is incited or carved, it is called a petroglyph. People cannot understand pictographs because there are no translations of the language anywhere, also because of our ignorance to their existence. Pictographs didn't have full meaning anyway because they couldn't connect each symbol. Along with pictures, they added writing. Indus River people had sacred scripture called the Vedas collection, called the Rig Veda, Sama Veda, Yajur Veda, and the Atharva Veda. In order for people to understand the Vedas collection, they had to spread it orally until 400 BC when they wrote on clay tablets.